the recommendations for the Anti-Arab Bias Task Force involved creating an environment where Muslim and Palestinian students can express the right to free speech, presumably a nod to ensuring protest guidelines aren't too strict. Simultaneously, the Anti-Semitism Task Force recommended ensuring protest guidelines are stringent and that punishments are fairly delivered. My questions are, first, given the tension between these recommendations, was the university destined to take flack for insufficiently protecting students regardless of its policies? And second, what amount of discomfort should we allow on campus in order to avoid chilling discourse? And when one group will undoubtedly feel uncomfortable, what should Harvard do?
Well, first of all, let me be very clear and look you right in the eye and say you are the problem, not the solution. Crimson has been abominable. It took positions ignorantly anti-Israel over the years. And the position you've taken today, again, I don't want to use words that the moderator will turn against me, but your arguments are completely against what's going on at Harvard. Today, to be a Muslim student at Harvard is to be privileged, is to get every possible advantage. Nobody is surrounding Muslim students and making them take off their pins or do anything like that. Is a complete double standard, and the Crimson is part of it. Indeed, the Crimson leads it. Yeah, you're young, but let's remember one thing. Young people your age brought Hitler to power at the University of Munich, brought Stalin to power, brought Pol Pot to power, brought Castro to power. The very fact that you're young doesn't mean you're not evil in your attitudes and your points of view. So when I look you in the eye, I just see only negatives. I'm sorry.
Max, I know you didn't sign up for this by coming in with the questions, so I appreciate your sticking. Do you want to persist?
Sure.
Because I said at the
say-
beginning personal attacks, and
Yeah.
I feel that you just
They're
endured
institutional.
one.
They're not personal. They're institutional.
I'd love a chance.
He
to
is the president
respond if
and
I
therefore
can.
the institutional head.
all
I
right,
don't
so-
know him.
so
as far
Alan's-
as I'm concerned, he may be the nicest guy in the world. For all I know, he's
Yeah,
Jewish.
but-
I have no idea what his views are. I'm making an institutional attack on the Crimson.
I know,
which
but you
deserves
also talked
every
about his
bit of
age,
it.
et cetera. It got pretty personal.
That's age is not personal. I'm making a point about age. Do not trust anybody under 30. Let's not use youth as an excuse for bigotry.
But, first I'd say that the question itself had nothing to do with my personal opinion at all. And, I, as the editorial chair, we prioritize putting out dissents on opinions and have done so very, 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 very frequently. In fact, I myself have even authored a dissent about the board's own perceived anti-Semitism. So I have in fact called out the board's anti-Semitism
Great.
in the past.
That's wonderful.
But I must say, I think that the most important thing about these issues is speaking to the argument and not to the institution. And I would highly encourage both debaters to remember that fact. While I acknowledge that I'm young, of course.
Larry?